My name's John Burns. I'm the founder of Jack and Jake's and a native of New Orleans. Jack and Jake's primary mission is to connect people with farmers, and farmers and fishers need access to market, and people need access to fresh, healthy foods at an affordable price. And this is a facility or a hub to help move that food out into those places where people need it most.
The mission that Jack and Jake's has to provide, fresh food to the community, and especially in an area that's a food desert, really matches with what Chartwell's does every day in the schools. Chartwell's is partnering with Jack and Jake's to provide fresh and local produce throughout New Orleans area schools.
New Orleans had more public markets, really through the 20s into the 30s, more public markets than any city in the country. Had a department of public markets at the city, in fact. Unfortunately, many of those, if not all of those, were really lost, with the exception of a few, including the French Market on the river. What was, I think, so impactful and wonderful about those was public markets were neighborhood-based. They were really the connection between producer, the farmer, and the end user, the consumer and customer and resident who needed that food and that access to product and market. And building on that history, it's really a new, old way of delivering food to Central City and to the city of New Orleans.
When we talk about building a local food economy, you have farmers, obviously, those are the producers, but you don't really have a lot of markets that are dedicated to supporting those local farmers. You have big box stores, and this place really has a deliberate attempt to build the income of local food producers, and I think that's great. That's what we need. We don't have any.
The vision is to also have affordable food, not just fresh food, but affordable food, and that's access.
So we're very excited about the completion of the market space, and now we need your help to help us build out our community gardens, our edible landscaping, and a greenhouse for the production of food on site. The grounds at the market will supply a really great opportunity for the community to get really hands-on involved through community gardens, through the edible landscaping, and really through growing food at scale here for sale in the market. With additional greenhouse space.
The outdoor space is really symbolic of what we're trying to achieve here, which is creating a community space.
Community gardening space is scarce in a lot of neighborhoods, especially in Central City. I mean, there are a lot of empty lots, but you don't have access to it. Having a place where people can come to and also be mentored by master gardeners is a great thing to have, and we don't have enough of those.
We're excited at the prospect of an outside community garden because it would provide children an educational opportunity to learn where food comes from other than a grocery store.
We're very excited about everything else that is happening between the long-standing anchors of Ashe Cultural Arts Center, Cafe Reconcile, Zeitgeist, and now with New Orleans Jazz Market by Irvin Mayfield, Southern Food and Beverage Museum, Casa Borrega. Jack and Jake's Market is going to provide an anchor as well as really a complementary use to all of those other great small businesses and nonprofits that are proliferating now.
We are very excited about the prospects of having Jack and Jake's and having a community garden that we can be a part of to bring that fresh produce and herbs and whatever they're growing there to bring it into our house and then manufacture it into great healthy food to then serve to our customers and our students in that training program.
We appreciate a lot of what we see in this neighborhood. Of course, as people see that the neighborhood is changing and becoming a friendlier space, they're appreciating the old buildings and seeing how just putting a little money into them can make a fabulous home. But we want to keep the neighborhood also rich in the culture that brings people here. And so we have to feed the people to keep the culture.